When you hear some of the advice given to women, you wonder, what is wrong? Especially at traditional marriage ceremonies. You will hear an elderly woman advising and will tell the bride that the success of marriage depends on you. If this marriage will succeed, it depends on you. Two people have decided to become partners, and you think if that institution will succeed, it depends on one person. The success of marriage does not depend on the woman. If a marriage will succeed, it depends on the two involved. You will hear someone saying that two captains cannot be on the same ship. If not, the ship will sink. One needs to play the fool. And I'm like, who should play the fool? Are they not partners? So if they are partners, why should one play the fool? And whenever they say that, they are talking about the woman should play the fool for the marriage to succeed. And so when they say the success of marriage depends on the woman, they are basically saying that you, the woman, need to be the fool or the foolish person for the marriage to succeed. Whenever they say that, what they are saying is tolerate the man's, nonsense. If he's cheating on you, tolerate it. If he's abusing you, tolerate it. If he's being irresponsible, tolerate it. If he's not taking care of you or your needs, tolerate it. Then when you look at most of our mothers and grandmothers who married for 30 years, 40 years and above, most of them is because the woman tolerated the disrespect, the abuse, the irresponsibility of the man. Therefore, the moment the woman says, I am done, that marriage is what? Is over. And so a lot of you, men, your marriages are standing because the woman is tolerating your B-shit. Now, if the success of marriage depends on the fact that the woman is playing the fool, then what you are basically saying is that all women in marriages are foolish. And so basically, when you are a man, you are going to get married, you look for the stupid woman to marry, right? So you see the women you are married to are stupid. Because they need to be stupid, they need to be fools to make sure that the marriage will work. But I also know that marriage calls for wisdom. Marriage calls for critical thinking. To be able to succeed in marriage, both couples need to be wise. They need to have critical thinking. Therefore, when you're making decision as a man or as a woman, you consider your partner. What I'm going to, you think critically to consider your partner. This thing that I'm going to do, is it going to benefit my partner as well? This thing that I'm going to do, is it going to affect my children? But that is not the case in the reasoning and thinking of men. They want a woman who will be foolish, tolerate everything, keep quiet, not question them, not complain about how they are maltreating or abusing them. The woman have to accept anything that comes from the man. That comes from the man. And so why do you say that marriage is an institution? We are partners. But in the marriage, you don't see me as a partner. You see me as a fool. So before the marriage will succeed, I need to tolerate your disrespect and everything. So whenever you hear a man commending the wife and saying, as for my wife, she has suffered. My wife, she's very humble. Oh, my wife, I've worried her and she never spoke and she never said it. It's because all this while he has been sleeping around and the woman is not complaining. It's because all this while he has been disrespecting the woman and the woman is not complaining. All this while he has been abusing her and she's tolerating the abuse. Yes, she doesn't question him, his movement, his decisions, and all of that. That is when they will see that, my wife, she's very tolerant. Oh, my wife is very good. She's humble. She's submissive. Another advice you will also hear is that as a woman, even if you are right, keep quiet. Even if you are right, keep quiet and listen to your husband. I should keep quiet so that we fall into the gutters. How can you tell me that even if I'm right and your decisions are wrong, I should keep quiet so that you make the mistakes, and when the consequence comes, I'll also face it. I'll face it with you. No, I don't like wearing long wigs. So my sister is a motivation behind this long wig that I'm wearing. And oh, this wig, if you want some, I'm going to tag them Sleek Hair Premium Hair Supply, so that you get it from them in case you need some. Yeah, this is a blend, but very, very nice, easy to handle. I don't like long hairs, but I think I'm loving this. Okay, why don't you as a man also consider that I am human? I can make wrong decisions. I am not right all the time. And so if I make decisions or I bring up a decision and my wife is saying, oh, this is not right, let us not do it this way, but rather let's do it this way. Why don't you also consider as a man and respect that, and then put yours aside and then do what he says, what she says? It doesn't make you less of a man. Do you get it? And they will also tell you that apologize, even though you are right, he's wrong, but you take the initiative to apologize so that there will be peace. Why can't you, knowing that you are wrong, why can't you be the one to apologize? Why should I apologize? Because of your ego. You think women, we don't have ego? Women too, we have ego. Women too, we have ego. And so if you are wrong as a man, admit it. I am wrong. I didn't do right. I didn't take the right decision. I am wrong. Let me apologize to my wife. She doesn't need to be the one to apologize because of your ego. I don't know whether this all back is okay. Me, I don't like long hair. My sister, she's the one worrying me with long hair. You are wrong as a man, so apologize. Put your ego aside. Apologize for peace sake. Accept that I am wrong. Admit it. Okay, so my sister said I should bring some in front like this. So this is it. Yeah, so I'll tag Premium Hair in this video so that you can reach out to them if you want some of this blend. Okay, in marriage, the success depends on both. The man needs to play his part 100%, the woman at 100%. That is when the marriage will succeed. You get it? Wisdom in marriage will teach both partners that if I'm the one who is wrong, I have to admit it. Wisdom in marriage will teach both couples that my partner's decision is the right one, so let's go with that one. It's not because she's a woman, her views are not valid, points are not valid. No. Wisdom will teach that we are partners, and so we need to consider each other when we are doing anything. Therefore, no one needs to play the fool in marriage for marriage to succeed. And marriage is not master servant, where you will say that two captains cannot be in the same ship. Marriage is partnership. The woman has equal rights, just as the man has equal rights. Responsibilities in the marriage is for both of you to perform. Do you get it? The man's views count as much as the woman's views also what? Count. So one does not need to play the fool for the marriage to succeed. It doesn't take foolishness to marry. It takes wisdom. It takes common sense. It takes critical thinking or reasoning for you to marry and marry right. Also, your wife doesn't need to keep quiet. Tolerate your disrespect, abuse, cheating to show that she's submissive or to make the marriage work. As a sensible husband, head of the family, will know that just as you, the man, you cannot take this. It's the same way you don't expect your wife to also take it. Do you get it? Therefore, my sister, don't keep quiet if you are right. Because if you keep quiet and something goes wrong, you will face the consequences. You will regret. You will pay that debt sum. You can't say that, me, it doesn't concern me. It's your husband. It concerns you. Do not keep quiet if you are right. If your decision is what is going to build our family, push it. Don't keep quiet, okay? Okay, fam. So this is the bag I'm using. And I sell these Kenyan bags. This is a Kenyan bag straight from Kenya. I sell some. So if you need some, you can contact me, okay? You might not get the same color, but you can get the same design in different colors. And so this is me, ready for church service. Okay, guys, so I think I've made my point. If marriage will succeed, it is based on the two people in the marriage and not just the woman. Thanks for watching. Please follow me if you have not yet done so. Bye-bye.